Welcome ladies and gentle car fans, today is the day for a Cadillac. So relax yourself, tighten your seat belts and get ready for a launch off. The numbers tell the story of the 2023 Cadillac Escalade V. As the most expensive, largest and most powerful Cadillac, it's no surprise that many of its numbers are extreme. Here are a few of the most relevant: 682, 6,217, 14.2, and 149,990. 682 horsepower. The main difference between the Escalade V and other Escalades lurks under the hood. Rather than a 420 horsepower 6.2-liter V8, the V boasts a supercharged 6.2-liter V8. It's a version of the engine that makes 668 horsepower in the CT5 V Blackwing, but it's upgraded to handle the extra size and weight of a full-size body-on-frame SUV. The main difference is a 2.65-liter supercharger instead of the Blackwing's 1.7-liter version. The larger supercharger, which spins up 10 psi of boost, accounts for the increase to 682 horsepower. Torque maxes out at 653 pound-foot, and 80% of that is available at 2000 RPM, which teams with standard all-wheel drive to ensure hard launches. The V8 would make even more power, but the exhaust routing in the Escalade is more restrictive than it is in the CT5 VS midsize sedan body. The Escalade VS V8 sounds its barbaric yelp on every startup, and the driver can set it to be tame or to wake the neighborhood. A flap in the exhaust enables 3 sound settings: Stealth, Tour, and Sport. The exhaust defaults to Tour mode, but drivers can use the programmable My mode, enabled via a button to the left of the steering wheel, to dial it down to Stealth or crank it up to Sport. Shutting off the Escalade V when using My mode makes your chosen exhaust setting the default the next time you start the vehicle. Teaching your V8 to bark may be fun, but the real fun comes when pinning the throttle. The Escalade VS engine note rise several decibels, the rear end squats slightly as the front end lifts, and the standard 275/50 R22 all-season tires dig into the pavement to rocket this big, heavy SUV from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.4 seconds. It's a thrilling, throw you back into your seat sensation that seems nearly impossible in such a big vehicle. Launch it on a drag strip, and the beast will cover the quarter mile in 12.74 seconds at 110 miles per hour. There's not much left after that, though, as the top speed is limited to 124 miles per hour. 6,217 pounds. Speaking of beef, the Escalade V weighs in at a cruiserweight 6,217 pounds, and the long-wheelbase ESV version adds a few slabs of meat to tip the scales at 6,407 pounds. Cadillac did some work on the suspension to help tame all that high-set weight. While much of it was to handle the squat and dive that can result from shifting so much weight forward and back, the changes also improved handling. GM engineers stiffened the rear air springs and retuned the standard magnetic ride control dampers for greater body control in all directions. While the suspension changes are mere sandbags in the dam that is the Escalade VS monstrous weight, they also make it the best handling Escalade. Get on the brakes heading into a corner, and the 3 tons of V8 fun wants to continue forward. Brake hard enough to get the weight and speed under control, steer it into the corner, and it wants to lane. However, it doesn't flop from side to side as expected, and it doesn't wobble to disrupt passengers with undue head toss. From behind the wheel, it feels like you're coaxing a plow horse through an obstacle course rather than an Andalusian, but at least it's not an ox. No matter the suspension setting, the magnetic dampers combine with substantial sidewalls on the 50 series tires to create a comfortable ride. $149,990. The Escalade V joins the lineup as the brand's most expensive model. It carries a $149,990 base price, including $1,795 for destination in the short wheelbase body style, and the long wheelbase ESV model runs the score up to $152,900. That's extreme pricing for an SUV. In addition to the V engineering and equipment, electronic limited slip differential, Brembo front brakes, interior trim, V mode, etc., it's equipped like the former top-of-the-line Sport Platinum model, which starts at $106,465. The move to the V is a whopping $43,525 premium. The interior's platinum-level amenities include a 36-speaker AKG sound system, augmented reality for the navigation system, semi-aniline leather, and heated, cooled, and massaging front seats. The V extras consist of zebra wood trim and V badges. On the outside, the V can be spotted by its front fascia with a larger lower intake, red brake calipers, unique 22-inch wheels, a rear fascia that makes room for quad exhaust tips, and V badges on the front doors and tailgate. 14.2 miles per gallon. The EPA has yet to determine fuel economy ratings for the Escalade V, but they are certain to make buyers cringe. They'll very likely be lower than the 14 miles per gallon city, 19 highway, 16 combined of the Escalade's naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V8 with all-wheel drive. During my drive of an ESV model, I averaged 14.2 miles per gallon over mostly highway driving, according to the trip odometer. If the ratings come in optimistically at 14 miles per gallon combined, it will cost almost $160 to fill the ESV model's 28.3-gallon fuel tank at $5.64 per gallon for premium. Ouch. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in next car review.